Our war veterans and their families have made tremendous sacrifices on behalf of our country. And while we feel compassion and concern for the many vets who have been treated for physical injuries, it's imperative that we extend that same compassion and concern toward the soldiers who are suffering the invisible wounds of PTSD as well. Understanding is the first step in supporting them on their long road to recovery.
War is hell. I don't care if you're in Korea, World War II, World War I, Vietnam, or Iraq. It does play an emotional effect on your mind.
You go through your training, you go to a combat situation, and you see a couple of your buddies shot, and they put you on a plane and you're home in 8 hours. And it's a tough transition.
You never rid yourself of post-traumatic stress disorder. What you do is you come to a rude awakening, which is, it happened, now you must deal with it.
I was very ashamed of, I saw myself as broken, as damaged. That was very embarrassing for me.
The way that the public and the community respond when warriors come back makes a difference. It's tremendously important for individuals in the civilian community to understand how military stress can affect service members.
Being in the military is that you really don't want to say anything. Marines are taught to suck it up. Either they don't want to talk about their feelings, or they were raised not to do that, or they don't want to look bad in front of the other guys.
If I did know better, I would have never left the military without being debriefed. Never. I would have begged to be debriefed. Tell me what's going to happen to me. How do you tell me now I can't kill no more?
If you ever could just stop 1 second, think of yourself before you left and what you were like and how you felt or how you laughed or what you enjoyed, and then you sit one day alone when you get back and you sit down and say to yourself, do I still feel what I felt before I left? And if you answer no, then go talk to someone because you need help.
There's been a tremendous amount of progress in terms of treating PTSD over the past 20 years. And so especially if we can get people into treatment early, then we actually have a very good success rate with treating PTSD. It's when people go untreated for years and years that it becomes more sort of ingrained in the way people go through their day-to-day life.
If I had one thing to tell a veteran coming back from combat, seek professional help. Shouldn't be embarrassed about it. It helps.
It's a great factor to a soldier that's fighting for his country to know that people back home care.
Community support is so important. And so whether people believe in the current conflicts or not, one of the simplest things that people can do is just thank someone for their service. And that sometimes can be one of the most powerful and simple things that anyone can do.
We, as a nation, need to stand up for the many veterans who continue to fight the war long after the battle is over and help them once and for all to come all the way home.